are, the grand finals. It is time for you guys to roar in chat as Ground Zero and Renegades play for the first time in 6 months.
Yeah, this is exciting. Both teams really have no idea what they're expecting.
The nice thing was for Renegades, they had a very simple series. They looked really confident throughout, while Ground Zero looked shaky from the start, and CJ is going to capitalize on that one.
Yeah, Fever just added so much to this team. Like you were saying, the defensiveness, the more relaxed style, and CJ pushing forward. These goals are just coming in so quickly for Renegades.
I think you gotta be happy if you're CJ on this team too. He loves just going ham at the ball and really trying to make a disruption play as Ground Zero do find an opening here. And it seems to be the case. We haven't seen them get counterattacked. Their old biggest problem, and CJ finds the net. He's not gonna miss this one, and that will secure game 1 in the grand finals. Fever had to recover fast there, and with very low boost, and he manages to do it. CJ trying to fake underneath as Amphis gets the block, but that makes Amphis awkward backwards to try and defend a ball in front of his own net. A chance here as Kamii gets the double. It's not in. Fever now has the chance for double, and he's found it over the top of Torsos. What a crazy play. We'll see if that does step up here as the series goes on, but we got a shot on net. Saved out. And Fever now pushing it forward, baby, just in. It rolls all the way. And Ground Zero caught just too far up.
Yeah, Ground Zero, they really have to reset. Might even want to call a timeout just to figure out what's going wrong, how they're letting so many goals into their net.
You have to call a timeout. When Renegades are getting a 7-0 in a game, you have to do something to disrupt them.
A best of 7 in itself is a long series, but they really have to win this one to keep them in it.
This is the important game for Ground Zero. They have to be nervous. The team itself has to be nervous looking at this one, and they have to be even more nervous. They've gone down a goal. CJ strikes again.
Again, Renegades very solid in defense.
It could be the turnaround point, especially with Torsos looking for the double. He's equalized. 2 minutes left.
Ground Zero kind of struggling, and again, it just feels so edgy. They're giving so many chances, and CJ, he's going to put that one away. Maybe not in the way he meant to, but an important goal there.
Still a chance here, though, for Ground Zero, especially with that bump. Torsos has done this before. It's awkward. It's in front, and Express will score.
And right when they needed it.
Surprising to see that it didn't pan out as well as they would have hoped. Fever, the extra touch. It goes off the post, but Kamii will finish. They go on to match points.
Amphis so unconfident here, just doesn't challenge, gets beat, and then a beautiful play from Fever, not putting it on target, and then everyone panicking, and Renegades 3-0 up in the series.
Well,
on to the next series.
On to the next series, boys.
Yeah, I mean, they started to play a little bit better near the end, but we'll see. Express doesn't let it in, although Amphis is king troll of this team, I think, letting in the 10th goal.
There we go, the 10-0 for Renegades.
Oh my word. 4-2-0 Renegades just took the most dominant victory in RLCS history. And I'm not exaggerating. Quite literally, plus 22 differential. That is the record for the largest differential in RLCS history. We've seen how Renegades have played today. If they drop the ball here, I'd be surprised. And oh boy, they're already out the gates firing. CJ rips one on target, and yummy, Renegades have not missed a beat. Starting to see a lot of physicality here out of Ground Zero. They're getting in the way of Renegades, and that's why they have got a goal.
This game is going to be so important, but equally so, Ground Zero attempting to make the comeback. And a chance here, an attack here for Ground Zero as they have a shot, they have an opening, and Torsos finds the second goal. Express will ensure that this game is over. And from 4-0 and a record-breaking loss in the last series, we see Ground Zero take game 1.
Uh-oh, that is one heck of a way to erase confidence, though.
Yeah, this is rough. Just the kickoff going against them, not quite getting the read.
What just happened here? The last game, it was a pretty standard pace of play, you know, pretty moderate in between. We go into game 3, and all of a sudden, everyone's decided to strap a jet engine to the back of their car.
They're circling around this net, but not overcommitting. Torsos, though, a shot, and it's perfect. Crossbar it in. Torsos, he's bringing Ground Zero back.
The question is whether or not Ground Zero will find at least a breath to end this one, because they need one more. It could be this. Amphish shot on target, and that will hit the back of the net. This one's up. CJ not able to get in a shot, and now instead it's Ground Zero going the other way. This shot will hit the ground, though, and we go to overtime. Game number 2.
Very quick. It is such a crucial overtime here. Almost a kickoff goal for Renegades.
And as a result, we've got an overtime that is going to be a battle and a half. One which could end here. CJ shot on target, and Renegades will equalize.
Great stuff from CJ. Great stuff from Renegades all across the board. Fever once again. A huge setup and nothing Ground Zero could do to react. This time, they're backing themselves to make the comebacks in game number 3. If they're able to get this second game and put themselves in a good position, Amphish will start off so strong.
Oh, it'd be almost impossible to come back from with. Oh no! A momentum-based game like this, but momentum alone was not enough to get Renegades the goal. The own goal was. Look at the cameras for Renegades, all calm and collected, like they've been here a million times and are treating it as such. And that's why, when you've got the confidence, when you've got the nerves, you can score and put your team on top. Off the backboard, Amphish trying to hold on to this one, but Torsos is there as well. The double commitment leads to a CJ challenge, which might just secure them the game. They don't have a way to keep this one up. Express desperately tries, but out to the corner, and Renegade's gonna take it. They just spike it on down, and in 2-1 fashion, they take a 2-1 lead.
They've got to be over the moon. Game number 4. Renegades looking towards match point, but Ground Zero every chance to equalize the series.
They just need a good start here, and Amphish trying to do exactly that. Another early goal for Ground Zero, and this one just as spectacular as the others. 20 seconds into this one, and already we've had explosive chances on both sides. Speaking of which, Torsos doesn't need the demo. He'll get the bump, and that's enough.
Low chance here of the goal. CJ gets a touch. It'll hit the ground. Ground Zero clinch it and really get back into the series. Right now, Renegades are struggling to get the solo plays to open it up as well. This should be open though. Good pass out to CJ.
I'm not going to say that the game's going to be out of hand, but it's going to be a much more difficult task for Ground Zero. But apparently it's not going to be all too hard because they have equalized. 2.5 minutes remaining. There is plenty of time for Ground Zero to take this.
Oh no, that's a huge miss. And save from CJ again.
I don't know what to say here. Express obviously scores the goal, but Renegade should be up 2-1 right now.
Over to Torsos. They don't put it down on the ground. It is staying up at Ground Zero. They go on to match point in set number 2.
And I gotta say, I don't know if this is really the scenario that's really favorable of Renegades.
That being said, it's Fever the one that might make the difference. Fever! He's done it! He's taken them to a Game 7. Huge pass out from CJ, but what an incredible finish from the youngster. And all emotion across the pitch as we head to game number 7. The winner of this could just put themselves towards the major.
Wait, a chance. Kamii not quite able to win the 50-50, but CJ is there in the lick of time.
Express almost had the follow-up touch, but it's instead Amphish coming in with the double. It's out in front, and it's a goal! Express getting the first one in this game 7.
Let's see what strategy is going to be a little bit more viable. For right now, it's Ground Zero, but they cannot find a second goal.
That's going to go end-to-end. The bump in the midfield. Kamii takes it, and they've tied it up just 1 minute in. They're looking for their own opportunities too, but it seems a lot more reserved. It's open! A mistake from Renegades. Ground Zero in game 7. It feels like they're not just the OCE Kings, they are the game 7 Kings as well. We're going to go into this final game, this final series in our first ever set of 7. Or sorry, our second technically. Both of them going to the third best of 7 series.
Torsos looking so confident and so dangerous at the moment. Almost too confident though there. And here's actually a big mistake. Everyone getting a bit confused and Express passing to CJ. It feels like Ground Zero have started well though. It's just Renegades playing really well, especially CJ with these finishes.
Kamii is going to get this last clear out as Ground Zero left scoreless. And Renegades game 1 starting off the final series with the momentum. Renegades will be looking to get off to a strong start again. They took the first 2 games and it felt like that was enough. And CJ, they haven't scored a goal in the series yet.
Oh, and it's just unheard of, right? Can't even score in their own net, I guess, for Embers there.
Yeah, Fever running straight back early on that play, and that demo is huge. It just needs to be a good shot, and it is! Kamii straight into the center of net, doesn't overdo it, but it is enough to get past the last defender. Great touch by Kamii as well to keep it around from ground zero. A pass back to Kamii, but they saw it happening. It's still a staunch play.
Ooh.
It's right in front of net. It's just gonna go in, and Renegades! Surely this is enough! Unless they score in the next 10 seconds. And it's even possible he could get perfect swept in a best of 7. And it is going to be the case.
No.
He's missed it. The Torsos veterancy doesn't come into effect. Renegades 3 games in a row. They go to match point. A chance here for ground zero, though, as it is right in front of the net. Not going to be the goal, though, as it continues. There we go. Ambers puts it in. Of every single ball, a nice touch by Fever right in front of net. Goes low, goes
beautiful.
underneath, and Fever finds one for himself. Looking maybe to do a bit too much in the defense there, and that's open. That's a goal. CJ again.
No, ground zero. We won't be seeing trolling out of them. They still have 3 minutes, which is plenty of time.
I think Torsos may give up after this one. Renegades, in the dying moments, have made a massive comeback from RLCS 9, 5th place, RLCS Season 10, 3rd place, and now Renegades are your RLCS 21-22 Oceania Regional 1 champions. There's got to be celebrations all around, and CJCJ, he's coming on. A huge victory, surely a huge smile.
Yeah, thanks. Certainly, obviously, firstly, yeah, super happy. Thanks, shout out to Renegade, shout out to the sponsors. Get to do that. Get out of the way first. Shout out to you, Josh. For us, the first series was obviously a bit of a whitewash, and we really just hit our straps in that last series, and just all the, the synergy really came together, and I think that's what you guys saw. Shout out to Kamii's mum. It was her birthday yesterday. Just all their supporters and all the Renegades fans. I know they've been, jumping up and down a few Discords, messaging us and stuff. So shout out to them. Get behind us, and hopefully we can have a really good first split, and hopefully we can, look towards that major. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone. See you later.